That's all niggas want to do is make idle threats, right? They say idle hands is the devil's playground. An idle mind is the devil's workshop, right? Now, that's what all niggas is doing, is being idle. All niggas is doing is being idle. Doing as much as they can to not have to do more, right? Because if you're doing the right thing, it's always going to be enough. It's always going to be more than enough. But if all what you doing is so that you won't have to do more, then you're doing the wrong thing to begin with, that you wouldn't want to do more of, right? And you want to try to put it off and justify it, right? As if that you can only do so much to begin with. No, there's no limits, my nigga. Anything is possible. It's all about what you decide. By the time you get to the age 25, let alone, nigga, 19, you supposed to already made that decision, dog. And able to test your action. Quick enough to see whether or not you want to continue down that road and if it's going to be worth that energy in that time, right? I'm not talking about kids. I'm talking about men. What is the age of an adult? Shit, it's past 18. It's past 21. I'm talking about, I mean, it's, nigga, once you bust that first nut is when you become a man, nigga. Penetration make you a man, no? Yes. I'm just saying, I mean, when did you become a man? Okay? So, at that point, it open up your mind, okay? Now you're able to see, you're able to find, you're able to shine, you're able to decide, you feel me? What you want to do with your time, so as you can have as much time to not to be having to be so focused on more to do, right? Because you're always going to be doing more. But if you're doing more of less, then it's worse. Right? Man, you're supposed to be getting better at what you do. Right? You're supposed to be getting better at what you do. Right? That doesn't mean do it as much as you can. It means what you are doing, do the most with it. Okay? Do the most with it. Like, you feel me? You can't like allow anything outside yourself to decide the significance of your time. Right? It's like if you want to create a business, then you gotta comply and adhere to the economic structure of the different markets that apply or that relate to what it is that you would fucking manufacture or produce as a service. But at the same time, nigga, you can always sell services, bro. You selling services to begin with, bro. You selling your manual labor, nigga, as a service to whatever company that you're working for if you don't have your own company. Oh? Right? And that particular pimping ass company, nigga, is now then selling your services to whoever their customers is. Okay? Right? So monopolize, nigga. Monopolize. You feel me? Figure out exactly what it is that you can offer to whoever else would want to, nigga, purchase that no one else can do with you. Whatever it happens to be. It may be something the same industry that other people work in. Or not. You can even create your own industry. Now that takes learning and teaching and learning in various and versatile and multiple fucking diverse fucking industries to create a new industry. Because now you're mastering industry now, and not just market. You feel me? A market is in an industry. You feel me? The industry of art has the market of music, the market of fucking photography, the market of you know what I'm saying, painting. You feel me? What do you call it? Interior decoration. Fucking fashion is a market, right? the fashion industry has its own markets. Fashion has its own industry, but fashion is an industry within the arts industry. Okay? Fashion falls under art, but then there's also different markets that fall under fashion. And there's also different fucking arenas or circuits that fall under the different markets. Right? Now, are you making a new form of art? That's still art. You know what I mean? Now, what's comparable to you creating that will be on the level of art? Well, shit, that's gonna take a team. For one, it's gonna take a team for sure. They don't necessarily need to, but I mean, speaking realistically, it's too much hate in business because the love of money is the root of evil, bro. And how could you feel me, really have a passion for anything that you don't love, at least to a certain extent, to a particular degree, unless it is service in itself, family. And that's how you're able to sell your service to another person for a particular price. Yes? Because you're able to do at least what you can live with yourself doing without having to complain too much, right? You feel me? You can make money and also do something that you don't necessarily mind so much doing because, of course, we here to life is action in itself, right? But fight smart, bro. Work smart, bro. Fight smart, bro. Work smart. That's going to eat away at you and take away from you in the long run. It's doing more of less at the end of the day, right? Because you're in a cycle. You feel me? You're now in this machine that's designed against natural, against balanced, right? Because if it wasn't, then you would be making new industries. There will be new industries. There will be new industries being created. Other than just art, other than just whatever the industries is, fucking, agriculture, whatever the industry is. You feel me? That industry of literature and shit, like whatever it is. You feel me? Academia is an industry. You know what I'm saying? Schooling in itself to learn, nigga, is now a business, nigga. You gotta pay to go to school, nigga. And the people that teach you getting paid. So there's an element of love for money in that, right? I mean, information is information, and that in itself is intelligence. And that intelligence has information that it moves through. Okay, intelligence moves through information. Yes, the forming, right? Yes, intelligence moves through information. How do you equate or even relate or even identify or associate, reference information, or rather intelligence? It's through information. You know what I mean? Intuition, you connect your intuition to what you can now directly recall in your mind. You can directly categorize in your mind, right? And then in that self, it's like you gotta think large, bro. You can't think small. You feel me? You gotta consider the universal possibility, and the way you do that is through building on the purpose of things, the true purpose of art, the true purpose of fucking nature, which is agriculture, which is the food industry in itself, right? So what is the purpose of these things? Well, I mean, taste for one. Because you got taste. We talking about style, nigga. That's taste. Yes. Right. So what does the taste do? Well, shit. That's another realm of experience, right? That's another realm of learning and teaching and learning, doing, experiencing, as well as fine tuning and that technique. You get that? You feel me? That taste, that innovation. You get that? You feel me? That mastery. That's what taste is. It's mastery. What taste is. Right? You can make something. You can put something together. You can combine something in a very artfully colorful manner for the first time, and it tastes amazing. And then you try it again, and it don't even taste as good as it did because now you're intentionally doing it, and it's like, okay, first of all, it tastes so good to where it's not going to ever even taste the same unless it's super better. And even then, you still got to equate it to something that you're never going to be able to do again, which is taste it for the first time. And it's special, sort of flavorful. You feel me? Like it's the essence of it. You feel me? And we talking about taste right now, right? So it's like You know what I'm saying? You make a souffle, nigga. You make a motherfucking, you make some quiche, nigga. First time you ever tasted quiche, nigga, where you was at, nigga? What you was wearing, nigga? What kind of fashion you had on when you first tasted some quiche, nigga? Where you was at, nigga, when you first had a crepe, nigga? I know you had pancakes before, nigga. I know you had, you know what I'm saying? Cornbreads before, nigga. I know you done had some waffles, nigga. Where you was at when you first had your first avocado and motherfucking onion syrup or onion crepe, nigga, right? And who made it? Did you make it? Was you trying to making crepes for the first time? Now, how does that taste? Now, you know what I'm saying? And how would you even be able to equate or associate or fucking relate how a crepe should taste, nigga? Unless you know about all the culinary, nigga. Right? You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? We walk around eating biscuits and shit. You feel me? No, nigga, listen, bro. Like I said, you gotta know about a motherfucking omelet to know about what a crepe tastes like, right? What go into a crepe, first of all, nigga? You feel me? What is the ingredients of a crepe, right? You know what I'm saying? You got salmon croquet, nigga, right? Now these are all breakfast foods, nigga. Breakfast is breakfast, but bro, breakfast is unlimited, bro. You can live every day of your life and have a different breakfast, nigga, and still not have all the styles and types and tastes of breakfast that there are already, let alone to create. Because somebody created those, no? They didn't always exist, my nigga, but the ingredients were there. They didn't invent no ingredients, nigga. They just didn't accept what already existed. They just didn't go with the norm. They said, hold on, yeah, I feel like doing something that ain't never been done. I don't even know it's possible. Yeah, as long as I did it. As long as I did it, now I can know what happened and I can do something different that's new now, nigga. Okay? I'm gonna make me an omelet / pancake. Fuck, nigga. I'm gonna call this a Christmasate. Nigga, fuck, nigga. What we gonna call it? Let's call it Juicy Booty. Nah, man, what about crepes? Alright, whatever. I like Juicy Booty, but you wanna call it a crepe? You was the first person to taste it. You like it. We're gonna call it a crepe. Alrighty. Next time we're gonna put some tomatoes on this crepe. You know what I'm saying? It's still a crepe though. Still a crepe. What we gonna make new? What else we gonna make new? Let's make something that ain't even no food now, nigga. We just gonna eat something that ain't even food now. Call and response Q&A. Question and answer. New dimension. Essential aspects of life. Health. Action. Art. Family. Culture. Heritage. Breathing. Diet. Exercise. Rhythm. Motion. This is what scientists will consider a paradigm shift, the tipping point. We are on a sojourn, at the onset, the plummet, the zenith, horizon, meridian, on the outskirts of the very ridge, of the ledge, of the edge, faced with the arrival of evolution, forced and faced in human consciousness with an arrival of evolution, human consciousness, a reconstruction of awareness, the divine designation of this new dimension, a next dimension, another level of seeing, another level of being, thinking, living. The the enhancing advancement of reality. Most probably believe in the possibility of many realities. Several conclusions to applicability of the general individual may argue that reality is relative, that there very well exists everyone with their own truths. The Zen enthusiasts might insist in the principle of a one universally natural and exclusively supreme and supremely absolute and absolutely truth. But are the others saying that another ain't? How do these two relate? And where originates the dichotomy, bridging the debate? Today we explore. Life we explore. Evaluate. Examine. Investigate life. As we know it. Life as a whole. Life as a whole. This is the thing. This is the topic. This is the topic on the table. Here is something to ask yourself. Something we find. Here is something to ask ourselves. This is what I want you to answer. Call and response, question and answer. This is to consider what I want you to answer. This is what I want you to answer. To consider. To define. What is power? What is power? What is freedom? What is freedom? The two could go together. Maybe. They are maybe one and the same. Or one and the same in ways.